Hey team, welcome to this second part of follow along warm-ups I'm putting up for you guys. I use these personally for my strength sessions and also for my athletes that work with me remotely. These are part of the things I give to them to do to start their weight sessions and also their speed and agility sessions. So today we are focusing on hips and groins, and let's get right into it and not waste any more time. First, we are going to start with just a runner's stretch in kind of a split squat position. So we're going to start here, and we're actually going to put this front foot out long with a little soft bend in the knee. We're going to try and get those hands on the floor. That's one rep. You're going to do 10 just like that, trying to get hands on the floor. And you can see I have a pad under my knee. 10 reps here where I'm trying to take my shoulders to my ankle and keep my back really, really long to get into a hamstring dynamic stretch. After 10, we are going to hold the position for 10 seconds with fingertips on the floor. Again, trying to keep the shoulders going towards the ankle, really long spine. Your back will round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And we'll switch. And you can see I kind of played around with my toes being up and pointing my foot. Other side, we'll start again with 10 reps. In general, dynamic stretching rather than holding stretches passively will be better to get your sessions started, get the body warmed, especially as you can tell I'm somewhere that's a little bit cold. I lost count, I think. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep pulling that hip joint back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that's the first movement. This second movement is a lateral squat, where we're gonna get into a straddle position. Then we're just pulling the hips back as we descend into a squat on the one side. We're gonna do 10 squats here, and you can see this leg that I am squatting away from is staying really, really long. I want to try and keep both feet extremely flat. The ankles might move and roll around. That's totally fine. To show you a side angle, you can see I'm tilting forward with my torso. This will start to feel better, obviously, as we do it a little bit more. This 10th one, we are going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to the other side, 10 reps. And you can hear, maybe not, I got a few hip pops happening. And again, try to be in the biggest straddle you can control, taking those hips back, feet flat, getting a good groin and hamstring stretch. And 10th one, we'll call this number 10, holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna do those two one more time. I'll give you a little side angle here for this runner's stretch. Again, starting in the split squat, you might have some more freedom now. And you're gonna do, again, 10 reps, 10 seconds on the 10th rep. But see how I pull my hips back in order to fold over to target a big hamstring stretch, get my fingertips to the floor. The more I can pull that hip back, the more it creates a hurdler position. If you were to see a freeze frame of our girl Sydney in the Olympics this summer, this resembles the position they get into hurdle. I'm not gonna say it looks like it because my hamstrings in my position are not as perfect as theirs. After 10, you will hold this 10th one, big hamstring stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. And you can see in that 10-second hold, I was kind of playing around with just rolling the ankle around, pointing, toes up. Just kind of shifts the sensation of the stretch in your hamstrings. All right, other side, here we go. 10 reps. Pulling that hip back, folding over, tapping into that hamstring stretch. The more you exhale forcefully, you might notice that you can get a little deeper into that dynamic stretch. We got 5 more. 7. Ooh, toe cramp. Okay. Be careful for that. 8, 9, and 10. Holding here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our lateral squat flow. If you would like to hold a light weight just right here, I like to do that a lot in the lateral squat. It lets me sit into the lateral squat a little bit easier and actually get deeper. Ankle mobility can restrict you, so try it out. If not, all good, just reach forward. Again, 10 reps to one side. 3, 4, trying to find a little bit more depth. Maybe spread the feet out a little bit more, but always try and keep both feet flat. 8, 9, and hold that 10th one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, giving you a side angle again. Here we go. 10 reps first. 5. Starting to twist and turn with my torso just because I'm liking the way that feels. There's a lot of freedom you can do when following these flows. 10th one, here we go. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next 2, you have a split squat position again, but this time we're actually taking this hip into extension. Before we were pulling it back into flexion. So this will start to feel more like a sprinter position when you're really at a high speed. What we're doing is just taking the hip into extension by leaning forward, getting a good stretch on this back hip. We're gonna do 10, so go ahead, let's start here. 1. The first 5, I'm just gonna keep it this simple. Just shifting in and out, kind of opening up the hip, opening up the chest. The second 5, we're gonna add an arm raise of the same side. So left knee is back, left arm goes behind the head. I'm gonna go into this stretch and then tilt to the right. So you can see I'm getting into the stretch, I'm tilting to the opposite side, getting this long line from elbow through tricep, past the ribs, all the way down to the knee. That's 2. We're gonna do 3 more to make it 10. 4, 5. Now this 10th one, we're gonna hold, but we're gonna turn the back foot active. So we're on the toes, get this arm behind the head, and then we're gonna get that knee off the pad. Lean. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. Again, first 5 are just gonna be that pretty easy flowing in and out of just these leans. 3, 4, 5. Then we're gonna add same side. Take that arm behind the head, lean into it, and side bend. 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes 10. Let's reset that back foot to be active on the toes. Bring that knee off the pad, side bend, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Second one is going to be a pancake stretch or a straddle stretch. And this one is a pretty common one that people want to achieve in terms of just improving your straddle and flexibility. I would pad up a few things under your hips, under your butt, and we're gonna get into a straddle position. Beginner, we're just going to bob in and out with no weight. If you want to add weight this first time around, you would take a plate and put it on your back like a backpack, just to help you lean into the stretch a little bit more. Now, if you need to keep padding this up because you can't even get your legs straight at the knee, do so. But here we go, let's count 10, straight down the middle. We're not gonna do any holds on this one. We're just going to do 10. So it's creating a hip flexion and extension back and forth like a good morning or an RDL or a deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna do 5, where I split my leg right down the middle of my hands. Now I'm reaching for my right ankle 5 times. 3, 2, 1. Now split the other leg. Now my left ankle is in between my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so remember that advanced version, if you want to just put that plate on your back and then take it into that pancake, going both down the middle to the side, you're going to feel an extended demand on your lower back muscles. Don't fear it. They are muscles that need to be working. Okay, so that's round 1. Round 2, we'll go back to that split squat where we are leaning forward. Now I'm going to have my hand behind my head for all 10 reps. I'm adding kind of a lean to the other side, and then I'm going to add a little bit of a twist too. So that's 3, 4, 5. And the thought behind that twist is more movement. It means I'm getting a little freer, more warmed up, and working on that mobility of everything just a little bit more. And again, we'll get to 10, and we're going to hold it and turn that back foot under to get the knee off the pad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch knees. Hand behind the head. So remember, left knee's down. That means my left hand goes behind the head. And then let's go into those 10 oscillating reps in and out. 9, 8, 7. Starting to add a little bit of a twist to each one, getting a little more lateraling, flexing, side bending. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back toes are active. Knee is off the pad, holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the pancake. If you want to challenge yourself by not having something under your butt, go ahead. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did because these tend to be a little tougher for me. Down the middle 10 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's it. Pretty simple. You don't need much of anything. I just wanted to do something that's in small space. I like to do this because it's a low barrier for entry. You don't need anything. You can get it done really quickly. Are there other ways of warming up? For sure. Do you still need to warm up after this? Maybe. I do. I start to do a little more athletic movement on the turf, but this is a good way just to get the hammies and the groins like really active, a lot of blood in and out. Then you can start to really move. So use this as much as you want. Pair it with this other warm up you'll see linked. You might have done that one already. Both about 10 to 12 minutes. Work it in more, use some weight, load it up if you want to kind of turn it into a hybrid little workout with the warm-up flow. But that is it for this number 2 series of following along for a hip and low back warm-up.